Yo everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a review and a demo of the brand new Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. This is the second foundation she's ever released, the first one being the Magic Foundation, which is an amazing foundation, by the way. I've done a review on it, check it out, just do a little search on my channel. And the issue with that foundation was not necessarily the product, but it was the shade range. There was like 10 shades, and out of those 10 or 12, I was like shade number 7 and 8. So you can imagine how many deeper skin tones were left out. This time round she has released 44 shades, so now there is supposedly a shade for everybody. For reference, my shade is number 7 and it is described as a warm shade. On their website it is warm caramel for medium skin with warm undertones, which is exactly what I am. This is the box that it comes in, the standard classic Charlotte Tilbury old school Hollywood kind of packaging. I'm personally not a fan. I find it a little bit too old school for somebody who's as like modern as I am. I mean, I think it's definitely, obviously it's very subjective. Some of you love it, some of you don't like it. I'm in the don't like range. And then it says on it 7 warm, so you will know what your undertone is quite quickly when trying to choose your shade. Now this retails for £34 and contains a standard 30ml. Now I have worn this a couple of times, so I feel that I am ready to give you a proper and full review, but let me just read to you what their claims are about this foundation from their website, and then I will let you know what my thoughts are and whether I agree or disagree with them. Now bear in mind that her writing on her website is really over the top and a little bit too like, what's with all the caps locks and things, like why shouting at me? Okay, so it says flawless is a feeling. Charlotte's new innovative foundation. They always say innovative. Innovative how? Innovative means it's the first of its kind like this. Okay. Is the secret to a flawless, poreless looking, confident complexion. A stay all day, weightless, full coverage formula with a natural matte finish. This is a hybrid magic skincare foundation for every occasion. Why? It contains Charlotte's magic matrix of ingredients. The groundbreaking magic Replexium to significantly reduce the appearance of wrinkles by up to 22% after 8 weeks of use. Moss Cell Tech #1 to boost hydration by up to 216% and air cool for an instant fresh. What is all of this jargon? Charlotte has used her color artistry to create a formula to seamlessly balance your unique skin undertones and optimize your overtones. When finding your flawless shade, leave 5 minutes for the true color to optimize. That's their way of saying it oxidizes, which it does. But at least they're honest with you about it. They could have just written oxidizes rather than saying it like that, because some people may not completely understand what that even means. Your overtone is what you see in the mirror, and your undertone is determined by the color of the veins on the underside of your wrist. If they are a bluish purple color, it means you're on the cool side. Greenish means you are warm, and if they look bluish green, you are likely to be neutral. Oh, one vein there, I don't look normal, and this one, they're kind of blue. And I'm not neutral, I'm warm. Anyway, what makes it magic? Charlotte has developed a unique beauty skin algorithm through a study on 650 plus women to decode the perfect flawless match of foundation. Again, Replexium, reduce wrinkles, blah. Moisturizes for up to 24 hours. Gives a flawless, poreless looking finish. 95% agree pores looked reduced. That, it says, was tested on 311 men and women over 8 weeks. That is not representative of all of society, just bear that in mind. 98% agree the foundation feels lightweight and comfortable. Has a unique CT defense that is designed to limit exposure of the skin to everyday pollutants. That was tested on 22 women. Sweat proof, humidity proof, waterproof and transfer resistant. So that is what all of their claims are. Now what are Charlena's claims? I agree with some of them, but I would say that probably half of it I don't agree with at all. I have worn this in up to, over the bank holiday weekend, it went up to 33-34 degrees where I live in London. So I have tested it in the highest of temperatures. It's also been humid because we've had thunderstorms. So I have tested it in all kinds of temperatures, all kinds of environments, and I have also been out in the rain. Now my claims are, and I've written, it has got a full coverage matte finish. It is very easily full coverage straight away. There is no need to apply more than one layer, and obviously if you want to share it out, use less, because a little bit goes a really long way. It gives a really nice coverage. It gives a very even coverage. I said the great color range, but the range colors are all over the place. I wrote 10 hours slight shine and separation around the nose, forehead and chin, but it was 33 degrees that day. And I have to say that even after it wasn't 33 degrees, I still found separation to happen a lot sooner than I would have liked for a foundation that has been described such as this. Flawless, poreless looking finish. I would say yes to begin with, but then after a couple of hours and once it starts to settle on the face, I just don't like the way that it looks on my face. It makes me look slightly ill, and it created, where the separation started to happen, it started to create lines on my face. Now if you can imagine, I am moving my mouth, I am moving my face, and any lines that appear because your face moves, it was actually leaving indents of my facial movements in the foundation. So I was like, why have I got like lines like Droopy the dog? Wet proof, definitely not. It definitely moved around the sweaty area I got. Same with humidity proof, not at all. Waterproof, no. I could see little dots of water when I've been out in the rain. Transfer resistant, are you kidding me? It transfers pretty much straight away, and it is very, very transferable. Moisturizes for up to 24 hours. I don't know anybody that's going to be wearing it for 24 hours. And to be honest, I've got normal to combination skin. So if you've got skin like mine, if you did wear it for 24 hours, I can guarantee by that time most of it would have rubbed off anyway. Stay all day? No. Weightless? Yes, I would definitely say that it feels nice on the skin. It is full coverage and it has got a natural matte finish. I would definitely say that this is not a foundation I'll probably buy again. I actually prefer the Magic one to this. I'm a little bit disappointed in the way that this performs. I expected a lot more for Charlotte Tilbury, especially because of the kind of luxurious brand that she has and supposedly how long she has taken in creating this kind of foundation for so many people. It's not something that I'm going to reach for all the time. It's for something that I'll probably reach for now and then. I mean, kudos to her for finally actually coming up with a larger foundation range, but I just don't think that this foundation is that great in comparison to other newer ones which I bought recently, which have got similar finishes, like the Dose of Colours new foundation, as well as the Stay Naked one by Urban Decay, and so on. So this one I would probably give a 6 out of 10. For me to give something a 6, it means that I generally don't like it that much at all. Initially it looks nice on the face, but once it starts to settle, once the natural oils in your skin start to come out, it just doesn't look that nice. I don't think that people with oily skin would like this that much, even though it has got a natural matte finish. If you think about me, somebody who's got normal to combination skin, if by hour 10 it has already started to move around, separate and create marks and lines on my face, you can imagine how it will be if you've got oily skin. I have used it with a mattifying primer as well as a mattifying powder on top, and it has made absolutely no difference at all. So now I am going to apply this to my face just so that you guys can see how it looks on my skin. The brush I'm using is this Real Techniques buffing brush, and I'm going to use this Makeup Revolution mattifying primer just because it's the only one that I kind of had lying around. Let's just apply that to my cheeks. Take this nose stud out. Let's forget it's there. I don't understand them people who do makeup tutorials with their nose stud still in. Like, don't you get makeup all over it? Just give it a little bit of a shake, 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 shake. It does come in a glass bottle and it has got a very easy to use pump. I'm probably going to put 2 pumps onto my brush and just do half of my face so that you can see how one side compares to the other side. So here is one side of my face done. It's actually got quite a nice, very refreshing kind of scent to it. It's nothing off-putting. I generally don't like scented foundations, but this one isn't so bad. So this was about 1.5 pumps, I would say, on this side of my face. As you can see, it looks really nice. The colour works well enough for me, especially considering I am tanned at the moment. But like they say, after 5 minutes, it does tend to oxidize once it's dried. It is already starting to dry. It dries quite quickly. There is a slight blurring effect, but not as much as the way that they claim it to be. It definitely does not blur in the same way, for example, the Dose of Colours foundation blurs pores. It doesn't sit within any fine lines. If you've got any, I don't actually have any, so I can't even say that you know, it sits within my fine lines or whatever. But I have got open pores, I have got acne scarring, and it definitely does not accentuate them. But what I find is that after it's been on my face for a couple of hours, it definitely does start to sit within those marks on my face and the scarring, the pitted scars, and it accentuates them and makes them look a lot worse. But this is just to show you what the coverage is like. You only need one layer to get full coverage. So the pigmentation of this product is excellent. So I'm going to do the other side of my face now, just so that you guys can see how it looks all completely done together. As you can see, it looks really nice, settled nicely onto the skin. I might take a tiny little bit, like the tiniest blob, just to go over my problem areas a little bit more. It's not got a thick texture, but it's also not really runny. It's kind of like an in-betweeny sort of thing, and just a little bit there. See, to begin with, just like this, it looks really nice. It's just how it performs throughout the day that really lets it down. So I suppose if you want to just do this and take some photos, then take it off, then you'll be okay. But for £34, is it really worth it? No. So that's it for the foundation application. What do you guys think? How do you think it looks? I know it looks a little bit pale, but remember, it does oxidize. I bought it after trying it out in store, after letting it oxidize, and that's how I knew that it matched as well. And after my tan goes, and who knows, it'll probably be a little bit dark for me, but whatever, I'm okay at the moment. So now it actually feels really nice on the face. It doesn't have that sticky kind of texture that some foundations can have even after they haven't been set yet. But I will be setting this using the Nabla Smoothing Pressed Powder in the shade medium. I would always suggest setting your foundations with any kind of loose setting powder or pressed one, because it helps with longevity. It helps keep your foundation set on and locked in on your face for longer throughout the day, and makes it last longer. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go off camera, finish off the rest of my makeup, and then come back so that you guys can see what it looks like completely complete. Okay, I am back. The rest of my makeup is very dramatically finished and complete. So this is how the foundation looks. I've actually had it on for, I'd say, about an hour now, because I've been doing my eye makeup. I've been actually filming 2 videos at the same time, which you will see when I'm wearing the same makeup in both. I do that sometimes. So the foundation, like I said, at the moment, it looks flawless. It looks airbrushed, just like the name suggests. It's just the way that it wears throughout the day, which is what lets it down. At the moment, I'm just chilling at home. It's a Sunday evening. I'm going to go eat my dinner. I'm not going to be doing anything too strenuous, but lo and behold, it just doesn't seem to hold up throughout a general working day. But if you were to see it now, you would say, wow, it does look absolutely amazing. You can see that the shade works well for me as well. And it has oxidized so that it sits nicely on my skin. It feels like velvet across my face, but it has been set with setting powder. It's just that I know that within a couple of hours it's going to start to separate quite a lot, and it just won't look that great, unfortunately, many hours down the line. And obviously we need a foundation that can hold up for as long as possible, and one of their claims is that it's a 24-hour foundation. I wouldn't even call it a 10-hour foundation, and that's even less than half the amount of time of 24 hours. It doesn't even get to that time limit before it starts to just separate, and it just doesn't look nice, and it, to be honest, it makes me look aged. So what else can I say? On my lips I'm wearing ABH's Catnip with some lip gloss on top, Metallic Rose I think it was, and that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, make sure you subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts are below if you have tried it. If you've got dry skin, it may perform a little bit better, but bear in mind, if you have got combination skin or if you've got oily skin, you may not like it as much. And on that note, I hope you guys are wonderful and great, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.